Like, if you're going to like a guy like Trump, go for it. But at least have the cojones to say, yeah, he's this way and I don't care. And that's fine. He treats these people like this and I don't care. And he's a little racist and I don't care. And he's a little insensitive and I don't care. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, just be honest about that. But don't try to defend a guy like that by saying, oh my God, are you picking on him?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I really do think that the time is now for your voice. And so maybe with some comedians, you kind of, relevant at different times. And I think that right now is a time where your comedy and your voice and your perspective on things, the divisiveness, immigration, Trump and all that stuff, like it's time for that right now. I mean, are you getting a sense of that as you tour the country?
Yeah, you know what sucks? Here's what I'm getting. In very diverse places, like big cities, like especially any city of decent size, right? Mm-hmm. So this weekend, as an example, I'm doing one kind of city, but last weekend I was performing in the Midwest, and in the Midwest it gets, even in the South, it gets really weird. I was in Greenville, South Carolina, as an example. The audiences that came out were amazing, but we got a lot of phone calls from people that were calling and asking, was I going to do Trump jokes?
Right.
And a lot of them we're going to come no matter what.
Right.
But we got 4 tickets. And I don't know if my mom and dad are going to appreciate it if he makes fun of them.
Oh, wow.
Which is, I've never, ever, ever dealt with that attitude before. It's never been a part of comedy. I've been doing this for 31 years.
Right.
There's always been like, I don't like that guy. He's not funny. But there's never been, I think he's funny. I like him. But is he going to do jokes about the president? That has never happened. That has never happened before.
But you know what? The thing is that your jokes, I feel, can pull people together because you make fun of, like, the left and the political correctness and all that stuff. So, those people will get, jokes that are more in line with the way they feel about that. But you give them, you got to poke at them too. And
I poke at everybody, but that's my problem with it. That's like, I went on stage and I told the audience, I got this many phone calls, which bothered me because I've been making fun of every president.
Right.
Every president. And it's weird that this is the guy, which is counterintuitive to me, because I even asked the audience to give me an actual answer. I said, who's a Trump supporter? Raise your hand. I'm not going to pick on you. And they raised their hand, and I said, can you explain to me how you guys can be so sensitive about a guy who is so insensitive?
Right.
Like that, I don't understand. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I grew up with those parents, and these are the parents I'm talking about. A guy gets shot and killed in my neighborhood, right? He had killed or stabbed or shot or beat up at least 30 people in our neighborhood, right? And we all knew this was going to happen to him. It wasn't, he was just a bad guy who done bad things to a lot of people. But of course, at the church, his mother's like, ¿Por qué, Dios? Why? And I remember being like 10 years old going, why? Half the people in this church are suspects.
Right.
Like, you knew what kind of guy he was. That's the stuff I don't understand. Like, if you're going to like a guy like Trump, go for it. But at least have the cojones to say, yeah, he's this way and I don't care. And that's fine. He treats these people like this and I don't care. And he's a little racist and I don't care. And he's a little insensitive and I don't care. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, just be honest about that. But don't try to defend a guy like that by saying, oh my God, are you picking on him?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You know what I think it is?
This guy?
I know. I think that they feel that you're picking on them for liking that guy because I don't think Trump, he doesn't care. He goes back and forth with people. And you're also talking about a guy that it's funny to make fun of someone who's already such a payaso, such a clown.
Right.
Before he became president, he was still, someone that people made fun of in pop culture.
Sure.
You're fired and all that stuff.
Dude, he was in one of my videos. We did a video about rappers always claiming that they had money.
Right.
But I did a video about a dude who really had money, so it was a chic rapper, and he was in it. He was in it pretending to have more money than the sheiks, right? So it was a joke on him of like, I'm really rich. It's like, no, you're not.
Right.
They're really rich.
Right.
You're not really rich. But it wasn't a diss on him. It was just because he's a known commodity to the people, and so he was in it. But yeah, he's somebody that's always made fun of other people And yeah, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't understand how you can be so sensitive. But it would be the same thing if somebody who liked my comedy
Right.
was like, I can't believe that you're talking about Carlos like that. Like,
Right.
dude, of course they are.
Yeah.
The things that I say, not everybody's going to accept, bro. I was, where was I? I was doing a joke about how people got, how I don't turn on the TV the day after hurricanes in America.
Right.
Because I just can't feel bad for people that are like, I got stuck in a hurricane.
Right.
Like, for 7 days, dude. For 7 days on every channel, they're showing you a map. And they pretty much go, do you live right here? And they show like 5 lines. And every single one of those lines is a different company or a different place that is showing their model that are going right to your house. And they tell you, get out. I can't feel bad for you after when you don't.